2016, Travis Pastrana invited the world's best action sports athletes to America to compete on never-before-seen ramps.
Huge extension!
Since then, Nitro World Games has continued to break barriers and blow minds around the world. And while the global pandemic put Nitro World Games on hold in 2020 and 21, it did not stop action sports' best athletes from continuing to innovate and train for what's about to happen today. The world's best have arrived in Brisbane, Australia to once again challenge themselves and each other on some of action sports' biggest ramps. It's FMX, skate, BMX, and scooter, all under one roof, and it's about to go down here at the iconic Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia.
Welcome everyone to the heart of Brisbane. We are here in the capital city of Queensland, home to more than 2.5 million people inside the iconic Suncorp Stadium. It's been 3 years in the waiting, but the Nitro World Games finally makes its return, and it finds a brand new home here on Australian soil. Welcome everyone to the land down under. Jimmy Coleman here in the booth, sitting alongside Renton Miller, and we are about to get this party started. The weather gave us a little bit of a curveball earlier in the weekend, but now we are about to kick things off and finally make this thing happen. The fans have been packing into the stadium here as we get set to kick off the Skate Vert final. But first, let's check in down in the field with none other than Caroline Buchanan.
We're down here with Skateboard Vert. The guys are warming up behind us. Unlike the best trick format, we're now going to a different format. This is a jam format. So the riders are warming up. This is unlike the other disciplines. We've got the biggest international contingent lineup with a star-studded field, so it's going to be a great time. Send it back to you guys.
A good time is an understatement, Renton. We've been waiting for this one for a very, very long time, and I can't think of a better way to kick this off on my end. One of my favorite events, Skate Vert. You've been in the ranks for a long, long time. Tell me how psyched you are to be here today.
Man, Jimmy, what a location, what a crew of dudes. Sunshine, we got it. It's going to be a mad comp. I think we have a lineup of skaters from Brazil, Japan, Australia, super gnarly skaters, and I think this is going to go off.
Yeah, and basically what's going to happen out here today is originally we were going to have 3 runs each, and it was going to be the best run counts, but now we're going to go into a jam session. A little bit of controlled chaos, if you will. They are going to have to stay in the same order as we run through this competition, but still, as we run through the jam session, it's the best run that counts, and for me, that's one of my favorite formats because I feel like you get the best skating that way.
Yeah, well, best run counts, that's the best way. It means you can bring out your hardest guns, try your hardest runs, and it basically means you can take a couple of falls and you can still win the competition, which is really important. Pushes the level of the skateboarding, and I think it's going to be great.
Well, taking a look at the format here, we start off with a couple of rookies right there, and then I believe we're down to 11 in the lineup as of right now, but you got some heavy hitters here at the bottom of that list, Renton.
Yeah, we got Ash Wilkins from the Gold Coast, first big competition. We've got Marcelo Bastos out of Brazil, Keefer Wilson out of Melbourne, Clay Kreiner, I mean, what an absolute stick of dynamite. Mitchie Brusco, one of the technical wizards of skateboarding. And the last skater, we have Moto Shibata, one of the most stylish skaters around.
Yeah, it's super stoked to be here in Brisbane. Couldn't ask for a better venue and a better city to put on this event. And speaking of that, a couple of our heavy hitters got a chance to check out Brisbane from the air earlier in the week. Let's take a look.
Righty, you guys can hear me there? Loud and clear, sir. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, that is so freaking big. How good. The setup looks awesome from the sky as well. I've done a really good job. It filled up the entire stadium with the biggest ramps. Yeah, freaking next level ramps. This is so cool. Yeah, that's the whole company.
So that was pretty awesome. A little fly over the stadium.
Suncorp Stadium,
Yeah.
Brisbane. Ramps even look big from the height.
Yeah, they filled up the whole stadium with these massive ramps.
I'm so excited to be announcing it after seeing how big everything is.
Yeah, I'm still in it, but I mean, there's a little more pressure on a few other riders, so yeah, I'm excited to see that. But yeah, that was awesome. Awesome way to start the day.
Big Air of Action Sports. Game on. Good luck, buddy.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Don't die. I feel like Skate Vert was the original action sport. This is so much fun to watch. These guys are going so big. I like the guys that just absolutely send it high as possible. I know they're looking for some technicality. I know I'm not a judge, but whoever sends it the biggest has my vote. Good luck to all the Vert skaters.
Yes, we are here for the Vert Finals. 8 of the best skateboarders are brought in today. Hold the phone, this is Jono Schwan.
Oh my goodness,
He did
that was the best recovery I've seen in a long time. But 720 can tip the scales there.
Here's Elliot Sloan. He's won twice before, taking home the gold medal. Can he do it again right now?
85.
What a run! Could it be the three-peat? As we come down to our last competitor, Moto Shibata, coming out of Japan.
Here it is. Frontside cow Madonna. Oh, got it.
3
Sugar
seconds.
cane. Oh, and then a jelly bean coming out of Osaka, Japan.
Bit of a look back right there at how Skate Vert went down the last time it was contested here at the Nitro World Games. This is only the second time we've had a proper Vert contest at that event, but as you saw, that was none other than Corbin Harris and Tony Hawk with the call on that one right there, but it was Moto Shibata that walked out of there in top honors right back in 2018.
Wow, Moto Shibata, I mean, what can you say about the dude? Super stylish, goes really, really big, got a bag of original tricks. Amazing to watch. He's going to be on fire today, as well as all of them, but he's definitely one to watch today, Moto from Japan.
Yeah, he's just, he's got the arsenal of tricks, but he's also got that style. He's so smooth. He makes things look so easy. But this one's going to come not going to come without a fight out here today, because you've got the tech style and prowess of Mitchie Brusco out there. Like you talked about Clay Kreiner earlier. I like the way that you teed him up. You called him a stick of dynamite, if you will. I mean, that guy is absolutely explosive. Not only, he's the complete package. That guy can do the big boosting hires and the rotational and the flip tricks, but he's also got this crazy tech savvy. I can't even describe it. I mean, you just have to see some of the video edits this guy has.
And that's not leaving out Ronnie Gomez, who's one of the most technical skaters around from Brazil. For the lineup today, we've got Ash Wilkins, Lockie Abbott, Ronnie Gomes, Reef Orlando. Man, the youngster Reef from Florida, absolute shredder. Beaver Fleming and Luigi Cini. Luigi, an up-and-comer, absolute shredder from Brazil. Marcelo Bastos, a bit of a veteran at this stage. Keefer Wilson, one of his first Vert competitions against pros, absolute shredder. Clay Kreiner, as I said before, an absolute machine of human on a skateboard. Mitchie Brusco, technical wizard, and the style master, Moto Shibata.
Yeah, I forgot all about Marcelo. He's another one of those guys that has that air flair, but he's also a technical wizard when it comes to the flip varials and different combos and whatnot. And it's kind of crazy looking at that start list to look at Marcelo and see that he's the elder statesman in the group right now, but he's the oldest guy out there in the lineup. I had to double check my math on that one, but like you said, Renton, we've definitely got some up-and-comers, some young guns in the mix out here today, and actually it's one of those young guns that is going to start it off for us here today. It's Ash Wilkham. He got 4th in the Australian Skateboarding League QLD state qualifier. He was actually out at the Nitro Junior Games last weekend competing in park out there in the Gold Coast, and he gets to start this party out here today as he is our first skater in.
And a party, it is his first pro competition. Super stoked. I think this is going to be the day of his life. Let's hope he stays on his first run, blows out the nerves, and has it go. Yeah, Ash.
So you see him up on top of the roll and just waiting to get the all clear. So it is a 30-minute jam session here in this final. We'll see how many runs they get out here this afternoon, but it is the best run that counts, and we are in Renton with our first skater. It's Ash Wilkham.
Yeah, just rolling an alley-oop kick, flip Indy, landing a bit low. Yeah, Ash going to the heel flip Indy. got a bit of nerves. It's no rebates, which means once you fall, your run is done.
Yeah, you get 30 seconds max or when a fall happens, so that's a tough break right there. But again, as we talked about with that best run format, you got to have a short-term memory right there. Shake that one off and come back for more in round 2 as we get set to bring in Lachlan Abbott.
Yeah, Lockie, absolute ripper of a human. Likes to go as big as he can, as fast as he can.
He had to squat that one out. I got a little bit of a crazy pump going across the flat right there, but hangs on.
Yeah, that's what it's all about in competitions, making stuff you wouldn't normally make, hanging on to all sorts of stuff, going for the cab mallet, not quite. He'll be back for another run for sure.
Yeah, he was actually on the ramp crew. He's been here for a while. He came up and actually helped set the ramp up, and then at the last minute they had an opening and he got to compete in the comp. And I was talking to him last night. He's like, you know what? I don't really have a plan. I'm just going to get out there and make it up as I go along once I come down that rolling. As you're taking a look at Ronnie Gomez right there out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, known for big air as well as vert skills. He's a 4-time X Games medalist, Renton. He owns 2 silver and 2 bronze in his X Games career.
Man, Ronnie's an absolute all-rounder on vert. Lots of different tricks on the lip, in the air, rotations both ways, skating switch. Absolute shredder. I wouldn't put anything past Ronnie to put down the most technical run you've seen. Just gearing up right now. Yeah, Ronnie.
All right, so getting the thumbs up from our competition director for skateboarding, Chris Ortiz, and here we go. Ronnie Gomez is in for his first attempt.
Yeah, big fronts there. It's all about just taking that medium line of making your first run, getting your confidence up. Big Melon 540. Yeah, Ronnie, veteran of the game. Just absolutely just laying it down. Kickflip, varial, mute. All about making runs. Getting one run on the board and making it better. Heel flip, Indy to fakie. Heel flip, front side it. Wow, that trick is super, super hard.
Last couple of seconds, and that's going to be the horn, and we've got our first complete run right there.
Wow, kickflip, Indy, varial, Ronnie, laying it. Give it up for Ronnie.
He
that
just
was
keeps
insane,
on
man.
going. He was, I don't think you heard the horn right there. He's like, you know what? I'll throw one more wall into the mix for good measure. You'd see the reaction up on the deck there. Keefer and the boys giving him a pat on the back for that one, but nicely done by Ronnie Gomez here in this opening round.
Yeah, definitely setting the standard with a lot of tech tricks, some rotations. Switch heel flip front there is a super, super hard flip trick, and to risk it on the first run, that's someone that's pretty confident today. You've got to be watching out for Ronnie's next runs.
Okay, on the ramp right now out of Jupiter, Florida in the USA, it's another one of the young guns. This is Reef Orlando.
Wow, just coming out swinging, frontside invert. Wow, backside 360, shove it, taking the street to vert.
Do you see where he put that one down? It was right.
Wow,
oh,
cab nose grind. Cab nose grind, shove it, man.
That was insane.
Wow, like fourth wall in his first run. I mean, these are ender walls in your last run. Ollie 540, hanging on.
You got to be absolutely
wow, big spin back decker. The level of difficulty on those tricks. I mean, one of those tricks would be enough to sort of blow you away at the end of a run, but to risk your whole run on of trying one of those first off is absolutely next level, and then to come out with 4 or 5 of them, I mean, that is someone that's not mucking around, that's for sure.
That was insanely tech savvy right there, and at the fall, he only had about 7 seconds or so left on the clock right there. We'll have to see how that shapes up as we roll deeper into this jam session, as we get set to bring in one of the guys who's a staple on the Nitro Circus live tour out of Knoxville, Tennessee. It's Beaver Fleming up on top of that roll-in.
Yeah, Beaver, what a positive dude. Like, every time you skate the ramp with him, he's got a big smile. He's always stoked, always someone that is going to bring you up, bring the session up. Look at him, gearing up to get down. Yeah, Beaver, taking off from that roll-in.
Just big energy out of this young man here, and here we go. Starts it off with a big backside air with a method thrown in there for good measure. Renton?
Yeah, Beaver, alley-oop, frigid to judo air. Oh, just missing the grab on the hip. And man, that's what it's about. Like, when you flip your board, you risk it, and that's why, I mean, seeing the first few skaters like Ronnie and Reef come out swinging and do so many flips, particularly Reef not grabbing his board, is super, super difficult. And I reckon that would almost shake the other guys, seeing how confident those guys are.
Coming down the rolling right now out of Curitiba, Brazil, we got Luigi Cini.
Yeah, Luigi, bit of a rocket air. Melon 540. Super solid front set. Whoa, going to disaster, man. A bit of a late decision on that one.
So this first round of runs, people having some problems here. The only complete run we've seen thus far, Ronnie Gomez. We will not have rankings. We will not see scores as we run through this vert final here. It's a big reveal at the end of the competition. Taking a look at Marcelo Bastos, the elder statesman in the crew out here today. 2-time X Games medalist. He owns a silver and a bronze. He's known for some very tech lines, and he also likes to link up a lot of very difficult tricks in his runs.
Yeah, so vert skating, you know, you got to go through the whole competition to see everyone's best stuff. It's best run counts, so you might see a couple of barrels first for someone and then see them make their last run. Got Marcelo in there, kickflip Indy hanging on. Tail grab, not quite. Marcelo's been injured, you know, like he hasn't done a 540 for a while. I guess he's using a competition to sort of get him back. But he's had a sore shoulder, I believe, so he hasn't been skating so much the last 6 months. Normally the super consistent skater out of everybody. But he's got another one coming.
Yeah, we'll have to see more of him in round number 2 as we bring up another one of the young guns here. This is Keefer Wilson out of the southern part of Australia. He too was out there competing at Junior Games last weekend. This guy's even got a mega ramp in his own backyard.
Yeah, Keefer coming out swinging the big melon 5, kickflip Indy. Tail, not quite, just missing its tail 5.
It's that front foot started floating right there, so the tail 5 is done in our last 2 skaters right there.
So it's all about like just walking that tightrope of doing enough stuff that you know you can make versus doing your hardest stuff. All these guys just trying to find that niche right now. Ronnie in a rad position, knowing that he's already made 1 run, can only better it. But right now we have Clay Kreiner.
Hey, this guy is an absolute powerhouse. I mean, you think you know what he's going to do, and then bam, he just throws something in the mix and absolutely surprises you. But this guy just skates with just raw power.
Absolute raw power, spontaneity, makes it up as he goes along. Alley-oop melon 5, I think that was. Love his mute 5s, any place, any time. Backside air, come on Clay, kickflip, mute hanging on, not quite. So these guys, you know, the last few days they haven't really had too much practice on the ramp. They're just still figuring it out.
Well, Clay Kreiner went rogue earlier today, decided he'd add in a vert. He wasn't really feeling it. He went out and skated at some of the local parks out here today and then just showed up here right before we got things underway earlier and decided he was going to put the pads on and session some vert.
Wow, right now we got Mitchie. Mitchie's been shredding in practice. Absolute ripper, technical wizard of skateboarding transition on any place, any time.
Yeah, he too, another one that's got.
Wow, kick the melon 5.
Oh my goodness, puts that one down, and that is early in the run.
Mate,
and then they just jinxed him right there on that one. So something is in the air in this first round of runs.
Well, skateboarding's so technical. Every time they take off, you know, they're flipping their boards, grabbing it. I mean, they're not grabbing with their hands across the flat. It's difficult. They all know that. It's all about just making your best stuff, trying to make those flips, rotations. But right now we've got Moto, the winner of the last Nitro Games.
Yeah, that was back in 2018. It starts it off with a rocket air. Check out that style, ladies and gentlemen.
How's that alley-oop and a twist? Stalefish 5, super confident. Yeah, Moto, how's that lean, classic style? Mute to Fakey, where's this going? Yeah, the cab nose grab to Fakey. Fakey 540 nose grab, wow. 360 Madonna. Yeah, into the sugarcane, mixing up these tricks.
This has got to be close to the buzzer. We don't see the time clock with our graphics, but look at this run that Moto Shibata is putting down.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm not sure if he made it for a full run, but that was
had to be
sick.
30 seconds.
Just pulling tricks from all eras of skateboarding, giving his own Moto Japanese style to it all. Absolutely ripping. Yeah, Moto.
So again, it is a jam session out here. It's 30 minutes on that jam session clock. So they skate in this same order. Runs are 30 seconds in length, or a fall will end the run early as we get set to go back up to the top of the order and bring back in Ash Wilcomb.
Yeah, Ash kicking off with an alley-oop mute.
Oh, we do get
kick,
scores.
flip Indy hanging on. Oh, not quite. Coming super close. That's the deal with skateboarding, particularly with vert. You know, you miss it by an inch, you miss it by a mile.
But again, with this best run counts format, I mean, you may be down, but you're definitely not out.
Whoa. Man,
so what is going on? Lackey's up on top of the rolling right there.
On the top
railing.
rope.
He was talking about this last night. I want to bring it up the first round of runs. He said he did this earlier in the week where he actually bomb dropped off that railing into the rolling right there.
Wow, look at that, man. Yeah, he can't get high enough.
Oh, look at the balance right there, trying to make that happen. Oh, it was just sheer determination right there. He was wiggling all over the place, but makes that one happen.
Yeah, like to go off, likes to risk his life. Yeah, lucky big frontside there hanging on. Frontside Smith grind, part of the ramp crew. Knows the ramp better than almost anybody. Mute 540, hanging on, not quite. Yeah, lucky.
Kind of a weird point in the rotation right there. When he got halfway around, he kind of slowed down and then sped back up, and that put him down in a weird spot just underneath the lip right there on the sticker tape. But again, how about that start to that? He was talking about it last night. I wasn't sure if we were going to see it today, but there it was as we get set to take another look here at Brazil's Ronnie Gomez. So far, really the only, well, We'll have to see what happens on the time clock right there. We didn't have a time clock, but I think him and Moto are the only two that have had a full 30-second run thus far in the comp.
Yeah, absolute wrecking ball of a skater. Tail grab 540. Yeah, Ronnie Mellon 5. Got one in the bag already. Heel flip frontside air.
Did you see how he just lofted into that tail grab 5? It was so smooth, so dialed right there. But again, he's got a solid run in the books for that first round right there. So you got room to improve after that. After you got one in the books, you can keep expanding on that, throwing some different things into the line, if you will. Here comes Reef Orlando. Are we going to get another look at all that tech wizardry that was going on in that first round, Red?
I can barely comprehend what he's doing. It's absolutely difficulty at the highest level on all of these no-grab lip tricks. Frontside style, yeah, Reef.
See how he just styled that one out, just making that one look absolutely effortless. Oh, my goodness. Just too easy.
Wow, frontside, I think there's a tail grab to Decker.
Did you see his foot come off on that last one? That front foot
man.
was, oh, my gosh. What is happening right now?
Fake the 5 out of Fakey. A little bit safer on this run. Cab backside Decker.
That's the one that got him in the last run right there. We'll see what happens here with his last couple of seconds there.
Wow, that's the Fakey switch nose grind to switch frontside, shove it in. I can barely even say the tricks that he's doing, man.
Well, we had a run clock going up there on the graphics for a while there, so that had to be close again to the 30-second mark, but we will wait and see. And again, this no scores and no rankings as we roll through this contest out here. It's going to be a big reveal once it is all said and done. So here we go with run number 2. He's up on top of the rolling right there. Beaver Fleming had a little bit of trouble there in that first round, trying to put it together here in round number 2.
Yeah, Beaver using all the ram, alley-oop, judo to frigid air, frigid to judo air, kick flip indie, late hand flip.
How in the world did he get that one back under his feet? I'll have to see that one on the instant replay later, but that was pretty impressive. There we go, the time clock.
Just missing the 5.
Back in the mix. He had about 12 seconds on the fall right there, so there we go, next to the Lego City branding right there. The time clock comes back into play right there, so a tough break there here in round 2. We'll have to look to round 3 as we get set to bring back in another Brazilian athlete in the mix, Luigi Cini, a park and vert rider.
Yeah, Luigi, absolute ripper, starting from the top of the roll-in. Love the roll-in starts, lots of speed, big frontside sailfish, yeah, Luigi.
Just full extension with that back leg, almost looked like he got that back knee on the grip tape.
Mellon 5, absolutely no worries. Frontside bone air, super styling. Just missing that kick flip in. I think to be honest, like it's been really hard to skate this ramp. Not much practice for most of these dudes. They're still working it out. So it's just an extra bit of gnarliness when you see someone like Ronnie make a run like he did before.
Okay, so that's going to bring up Marcelo Bastos once again. Originally from Brazil, now a U.S. citizen, skates and travels the world with his wife, who is a luxury travel agent. He's coming down the roll in here for attempt number 2.
Yeah, kicking over the backside, kickflip Mellon, frontside air, smooth style, kickflip into the air, Marcelo. Just missing the tail 5.
Yeah, you mentioned in that first run, it's been a while, skating injured, and you could just see on the windup on the spin right there, just a little behind that one, if you will.
Well, it definitely gets a little bit hard if you haven't had a lot of practice, if you've been injured and stuff like that. You've basically got 12 walls to make. But right now we've got Keefer Wilson starting out of the gate.
Do you see the height right there? I mean, this kid's hungry right now. He's got something to prove. He told me last week when we were at the Junior World Games, he said, this is my thing. I'm going to shine next weekend. And so far, in the first 15 seconds here, Keefer Wilson putting it together right now.
All right, what's he got now? Coming in fakey from the roll-in. Heel flip indie gates was not quite. Man, the flip tricks here, getting them all today. He's not happy.
That's all right with the jam format, best run that counts. You get another shot at it right there. So again, try to shake that one off. Short-term memory right there. Get back up to the top and keep the eyes on the prize for round number 3 as we get set to bring back in Clay Kreiner, originally from South Carolina, Simpsonville, South Carolina, if you will. Now resides in the San Diego area.
Absolute innovator of all transition style skateboarding. Big as kickflip indie. Yeah, Clay hanging on.
He got a lot done in the first 10 seconds of that run, and still right there at the halfway point. Got a silver medal at the inaugural Nitro World Games when we had Big Air As we mentioned before, this is only the second time we've contested skate vert in the history of the Nitro World Games back 2018. But in the inaugural year at the Big Air, Clay walked out of there with a silver medal in that event as we bring back in Mitchie Brusco.
Wow, this is me one to watch. Mitchie is an absolute shredder. Such difficult moves, such as that kickflip Melon 5 straight off the bat. Frontside air, kickflip Melon hanging on. Melon 540, putting it together. Yeah, Mitchie.
Just now at the halfway point, 15 seconds down, 15 left to go. We'll see what he caps off the last part of the run with here.
Backside Melon 3, switch backside. What's coming up next? Les twist. Yeah, Mitchie. Backside lip slide.
2 seconds, 1, and that is going to do it. Mitchie's got a full 30 seconds in the books here in this second round of runs here in our skateboard vert final jam session.
Yeah, that's rad. Mitchie's got one in there. We'll hope to push that one up next run, but right now I think we've got Moto coming in next.
He has 4 X Games medals to his name. He has a gold and 3 silver. First Japanese skater to win X Games gold as he comes down the roll. And I'm pretty sure he was right at the 30-second mark. I think he had a solid run again. We didn't have a time clock on our monitor, but he is putting it down here in run number 2, Renton.
Wow, front foot impossible lean air into an alley 540, stalefish 540, really turning it up on this one. How is that lean air? Absolutely classy skateboarding from Moto. Fakie nose grab 540. Ah, bailing with 8 seconds left. Moto, man, what a run! That was insane.
Yeah, just the style, it was just effortless, and just with a little bit of time left right there. We're being told that there's 7 minutes left here in this jam session, so we will go back up to the top of the order here and at least get another round of runs. Will there be 4 runs? We will have to wait and see as we welcome back in Ash Wilcomb.
Yeah, Ash making the kickflip indie.
You get a little loose going across the flat right there. It looked like you got a little bit of speed wobble coming across the flat, and that might have thrown him off there. But again, tough break right there for Ash Wilcomb.
It's a good day skateboarding in front of this crowd in a rad place with all these rad crew. I think it's a great day, man.
Yeah, these guys have been chomping at the bit all week long, and as you said, with the rain earlier in the week, there wasn't a lot of practice time.
This,
and
man?
Lackey
Wow.
bomb drops again off that roll-in.
Whoa.
And then that one does him in on the first wall right there. And as you mentioned earlier, there is no first wall rebate. That is unfortunately going to do him in, but you got to give him credit for trying to start off his run in that manner. Not once, but twice, Renton.
Yeah, well, right now we've got Ronnie. As we said before, he's got one in the bag. Big backside air. Frontside air, yeah, Ronnie putting it together. Tail grab 540. Melon 540. Gonna want to better his first run. Heel flip frontside air, ultra smooth. Kickflip indie varial revert. Wow, Ronnie turning it up. Fakey rock.
Just hangs on to that one. He's under 10 seconds. What? He's going to be able to hang on here and get another full run in the books. Last couple of seconds, ticking down.
Wow, Ronnie, what's he got here? Switch heel flip front. Oh, so close. Was that in time?
The judges got their work cut out for him on that one. He was fighting to hang on to that one and get it back under his feet, but man, how about that run right there? Remember, him and Moto were the only 2 guys to put together a full run in that opening round, and that one was big right there for Ronnie Gomez. So here we go, waiting to get the all clear.
All right, we've got
on Reef Orlando.
Looking to make a run. Normally someone that makes runs that go for about 4 or 5 minutes. This dude, absolute consistent machine.
Did you see that, the alley, backside alley kick out?
Kick was like a judo frontside decker. Alley, frontside nose grind, backside lip slide. Wow. Backside 1 foot disaster. Just playing with the lip. Whoa, alley, low-C grind. Man, these are definitely not standard tricks. Wow, the fakey frontside 5-0, frontside shove. I don't know what it was.
Just look at that technical
disaster. Frontside nose grind, lip slide. Wow.
And that's going to do it right there, because right there, as he said, it's on the rock to fakey set
wow,
up.
cab nose grind, shove it. Man, some absolute amazing creativity here from Reese. Alley cab, shove it.
He just keeps going. Those last 2.
Wow, backside 360, shove it. Man, wow.
I mean, just throwing it out there, not downplaying what just happened, but those last 2 were after the buzzer. The last second tick down as he came out of that rock to fakey right there. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see how that one gets ranked. But man, that was such a technical run out of Reef.
Man, I don't even think he planned that run. I reckon he just dropped in and just went for it.
There was just so much the hits just kept coming on that one. Pick your highlight reel. Here we go once again with Beaver Fleming with a big method error once again to start it off first wall.
Yeah, Beaver going super big judo to Frigidaire. Just missing that kickflip, but hand flipping it.
I was going to say, he was scooping, pointing that back leg out, trying to make that one happen. He got like a missed pump coming down the transition right there, late on that hand flip. But look, you never see that guy in a bad mood. Just smile on his face, having the best time all the time.
Ultra positive.
We get set to take another look here. Here he goes, coming down the roll. It's Brazil's Luigi Cini.
Yeah, Luigi, frontside stale. Kickflip Indy looking to put it together on his third run. Backside Melon 540. Wow, alley-oop, kickflip, stale, body varial, little rocket air. Kickflip, body varial 5, wow! Putting it together, Luigi.
Coming down to the final 10 seconds here. Hit the 10-second mark right at that tail grab.
Kickflip Melon. Is he gonna play it cool at the end or is he gonna go for it? Frontside lip slide.
So,
yeah, and that's gonna be time, yeah, Luigi.
So Luigi putting one in the books there. That is his first full 30-second run here in this jam session. And you can see just the relief right there. He is super stoked on that one.
Man, kickflip body varial 5, definitely a highlight of that run. Number of flip tricks.
I know, wish we were getting replays right here. I'd love to see the slow-mos on this, but there you go. Luigi Cini's got one in the books as we get the thumbs up here for Marcelo Bastos, who's gonna send it down the roll. And remember, he's had a little bit of a rough outing these last 2 runs on the tail 5.
Just missing the kickflip Melon. Yeah, Marcelo, we're stoked to see him in Australia no matter what. Always happy to have all these international crew come to Brisbane. Man, what a place.
Okay, we get set to drop back in. Keefer Wilson here. He was knocking on the doorstep in that last run. Can he put it down here in round number 3? A big.
Such a solid Melon 5, but missing at that time. Yeah, Keefer.
See the body language right there, just frustrated by that one. See if they get another round of runs, though. We'll have to wait and see as this unfolds. Here comes Clay Kreiner.
Wow, straight out the gate with a big 540. Style and frontside Starfish, yeah, Clay gearing up for something here. Kickflip Indy. Alley-oop Melon 5, putting it down, going through the moves. Mute 540, yeah, Clay.
Hitting the halfway point here.
Kickflip Mute. Indy to fake it, landing a little bit low, but there's the cab Mute.
Last couple of seconds ticking
and
down.
That's going to be time. Yeah, Clay with the full run with a late shove it. Wow. Wow.
Right there.
That was exciting, man. That was sick.
It was
backside late shove it.
It was almost like he heard the buzzer and just threw that one in. It was just like after the fact in his brain as he was coming across the flat bottom, like, you know what? I'm just going to try this, and then it panned out right there. What a run right there by Clay Kreiner.
Man, that's like typical Clay. You know, whatever he does, he's definitely going to be surprising. He's definitely going to be exciting.
That's what I was talking about earlier. It's like you think you know what that guy's going to do, and then bam, he just throws you a complete and total curveball. And you can just see by the reaction by everybody else up on the deck. I mean, the smile on Mitchie's face said it all right there as he gets set to drop in for his 3rd attempt here in our skateboard vert final.
Wow, how's that move? Kickflip Melon 540, difficulty level absolutely super high. Backside kickflip Melon 540. Yeah, Mitchie, kickflip lean Melon. India getting it done. Needs to get this one in the bag. Backside 360 Melon. Switch backs to there. What's coming here?
He's got a couple of seconds
the
left
Melon
here.
7. Yeah, Mitchie.
He's got 3 seconds right there at the backside lip slide, and Mitchie gets one in the bag right there.
Mitchie. Man, rad. Look how stoked they all are, man.
Look out, everybody. It is going down here in this 3rd run. We have 1 skater left to go in the lineup, and then we'll have to wait and see if we have enough time on the clock to go into the next round and get another round of runs. He is your 2018 Nitro World Games Skate Vert champion.
Yeah.
Here we go. Moto Shibata coming in hot.
Love the classic rocket air off the roll in. Homage to Krishna Soy. Alley-oop Mute 5. Love it. Yeah, Moto. Starfish 5. Super solid. Lean air. Absolutely style and skate moves right here. Yeah, the cab backside nose grab revert. Fakey 540 nose grab into the frontside cab Madonna. Yeah, Moto. The sugarcane, super styling. What's he got here?
He's just got to hang on for a couple more seconds.
Wow, the frontside, front
goodness.
possible cab into the Wow, Moto.
Just squeaks that one in.
Wow, Moto.
What is happening here in this third round?
That was absolutely
Holy smokes.
insane, Jimmy.
So
Fourth run.
we're getting word from Sports and Comp that there is time left on the clock. So that means we will start one more round of runs here. So everyone's going to get one more crack at it here. That third round, that really picked up the pace, but it's far from over yet. So here we go. Fourth and final run for Ash Wilkham.
Things definitely starting to heat up. Yeah, Ash staying on alley-oop backside melon.
Come on, Ash.
He's got it here. Lay it down, my man. Mute 540. Yeah, Ash.
He's at the halfway point here, right there at that frontside stalefish.
16 years old, alley-oop backside air. Bit of an indie dive bomber. Kickflip hanging on. Yeah, Ash, man, that's pretty sick, I reckon, for his first pro comp.
I thought that one he was going to force that one back under his feet and skate away from that one. Ash Wilkham, fourth and final run there as we take another look at Lachlan Abbott here. Remember, Lackey tried to bomb drop him. He made it in the second run, but then the last run, he got speed wobbles coming down that roll in there, and it just threw him out on that first wall. So electing to bypass that here with a big alley-oop backside nose grab here to start off his fourth and final run.
Yeah, Lockie got some serious minerals. Indie dive bomber, frontside grind, going as fast as he can. Smith grind. Yeah, Lockie, solid skating. McTwist, so close.
That was, again, just kind of a weird windup. We saw that in that last run. He got into it and then just kind of slows down the rotation and then all of a sudden just like speeds it back up in that last bit. But again, he's had a full week out here working on the ramp crew and whatnot, having an awesome time, and then finding himself out here competing at Skate Vert at the 2022 Nitro World Games. So we welcome back in Brazil's Ronnie Gomez.
Wow, starting out with a banging mute 540. Yeah, Ronnie, tail grab 5. Melon 5. Wanting to better his run. Just missing the frontside heel flip. Frontside air. Yeah, Ronnie.
Yeah, he's got two solid ones in the books. Again, if you're looking at this, you're like, why don't I see scores? Why don't we have any rankings right now? It is the big reveal here in the Skateboard Vert Final. No one knows where they are in the standings. We don't see any scores. We're going to find out once everyone's taken their fourth and final run and they hand out the medals here inside the Suncorp Stadium. Here comes Reef Orlando, who put on a tech clinic out here today with some wild lip tricks.
Absolute wizardry in the last run from Reef. Wow, alley-oop backside ollie. Yeah, Reef frontside alley. I think it was a frontside alley-oop ollie, but he grabbed. Wow, big tail grab disaster.
Just kicks the foot off and then throws that into disaster. You didn't like it frontside, you got it backside right there.
Man, mixing lip tricks with airs in one trick.
He's got glue shoe. Like, how in the world does he do that? It's so impressive to watch.
Yeah, Reef.
And again, the tech savvy that Reef has shown out here today, absolutely stellar. Beaver Fleming, last attempt here, shaking it out, up on top of the rolling there. What's it going to be for Beaver here in this final 30 seconds?
Yeah, super keen, super mean. Yeah, Beaver on his final run. Big backside method. Frontside air. All right, here we go. Yeah, Beaver, kickflip indie. Yeah, there's the axe murderer. Yeah, Beaver, frigid air.
Coming down to the final 10 seconds here. Can he hang on and get a full one in the books here this last round?
Yeah, the Melon 5 hanging on. No, not quite. Yeah, Beaver.
Just with the last couple of seconds, that one gets him going across the flat bottom right there. But he still tries to throw it back under his feet as the board comes back at him right there.
Yeah, he's smiling, always stoked. What a positive dude.
Yeah, the energy that this guy brings into the arena when he's out on the Nitro Circus live tour, I mean, it's you can't accurately describe it. You just have to see it for yourself. The fans absolutely love that guy. But right now, we shift our attention to Luigi Sena out of Curitiba, Brazil. That third round, he was able to get a full run in the books right there. So the judges have their work cut out for him here today, Renton. And again, it's a big reveal. We don't know who's going to be on that podium until it's all said and done.
Yeah, man, that's a hard one. You got a few gnarly runs in there. Luigi's last run, super gnarly with a kickflip body varial 5 amongst other flip tricks. Gearing up to get down off the roll-in. Yeah, Luigi.
Okay, we got a green light. Here he comes down the roll-in. This is the fourth and final round of runs if you're just joining us here.
Yeah, there's the backside Melon 5. Ah, just missing it. He's got one in the bag. That was rad. Yeah, Luigi.
Yeah, that third round of runs is good. That Okay, so here comes Marcelo Bastos.
Yeah, Marcelo laying down the kickflip. Melon, not quite gone front side.
And again, I mean, long-time veteran competitor. This guy's been in the game for a long time, and as you mentioned, I mean, out here trying to do this with an injury, and when you don't get a lot of practice, it's never an easy thing. But again, happy to see Marcelo out here in the mix.
All right, Keefer's final run, rolling into the big backside Melon 5. Alley-oop backside air, super smooth style, kickflip Indy, yeah, Keefer. Indy 5, mixing it up. New tricks on his fourth run, frontside stalefish. Coming in fakie. Yeah,
Makes it happen
the
that
heel
time
flip.
around. That's what got him in that last round there, and he hangs on here. You got 5 seconds, Keefer, hang on, buddy.
Backside lip slide. Frontside blunt, yeah, Keefer, he made a run.
In the last round of runs, the young man gets it done right there.
Yeah, Keefer, he's gonna be super stoked. Yeah, 15 years old from Nyora in Victoria. Yeah, big smile on his face. The mood has changed.
What a polar opposite to the last 2 runs right there. You see, he was frustrated, he was shaking his head, but then in the 4th and final run, and when it counts, the young man puts it together right there. So we are getting some standings. We're being told in our area that we do have some standings as of right now. The next skater you are going to see in, Clay Kreiner here. We're being told that he is currently sitting in that number 5 position as of right now. We have a little bit of a battle going on for our top couple of spots here, Renton.
Yeah, man, Clay, if he goes off, he's got one in the bag, not a lot to lose, and he's got some absolute wild skill to throw down. Always an absolute ripper to watch. Clay rolling in from the roll-in. Big backside Melon 5. Yeah, Clay. Kickflip body varial Melon 5. Bit of a trademark of Clay. He's bringing it out on his 4th run, binging it up. Backside varial, getting his board back into the classy McTwist. Yeah, Clay. Just missing the fronts of there. Yeah, Clay.
So that'll bring us down to our final 2 skaters here, Mitchie Brusco and Moto Shibata, who, by the way, happen to be sitting in the top 2 spots. So Reef Orlando, I'm seeing right now, moving up into that number 4 spot. Ronnie Gomez sitting in 3rd, Moto Shibata sitting in 2nd. And Mitchie Brusco currently sitting in that number 1 spot with an 88 flat right there. Moto sitting just behind him with an 85.33. So it's literally going to come down to these last 2 runs, Renton.
Just missing the kickflip Melon 5, but in first place at the moment. Yeah, Mitchie. Absolute technical wizard, throwing down all sorts of tricks all over the ramp. Kickflips, rotations and kickflips together, pushing skateboarding every run he takes.
1 skater left to go. It's Brusco, Shibata, and Gomez. Your 1, 2, 3. Moto is the last man standing here to shake up our top 3, and he's in for 1 last run. Oh my goodness!
Alley-oop, frontside lean, front foot impossible. Alley-oop, McTwist, classy skateboarding from Moto, Stalefish 5, big and gnarly, lean air.
Did you see how high that backside Stalefish 5 was? It was massive. That might have been the biggest one he's done out here today.
Yeah, the fakie nose grab 540, pushing it, fakie mute 5, yeah, Moto, cab, melon, disaster.
He's got time for 1 more wall here. What's
Front
he got?
foot, impossible to lean to tail. Moto bringing the fire on the final run.
It almost looked like to tail, maybe to disaster.
Yeah,
I knew he was going to tail, but
tail, man. That was a front foot impossible lean to tail. Absolutely shredding. What a competition, Jimmy.
I mean, that really came down to the wire there. That 3rd round of runs ended up being the game changer for a couple of these guys. But again, Mitchie Brusco with that 88 flat, and then Moto with that 85.33, and then Ronnie with that 80.33. So that is it for runs here. So now the judges have to sit there and deliberate, and they have to talk it over, go over things to make sure that they are happy with these results. So we now get to play the waiting game here, and this is where you and I get to walk that proverbial plank and talk about some of the standouts here.
Man, that was some absolute shredding there, Jimmy. Just the technical moves from Mitchie, Moto's super styling, skateboarding.
How about Ronnie, though? I mean, and Reef as well. I mean, he really put on a show out there today as well. But let's take a look back at how this all went down in the Skate Vert final.
Yeah, rocket air. And the front foot impossible lean air, absolute ripper of a move, absolute mayhem from Moto Shibata. So many different styles of skateboarding on display in this Vert competition. So many different tricks from different generations of skating, pushed to the absolute limit of how it can be done.
And again, Moto skating last because he comes into this your 2018 Skate Vert champion at Nitro World Games. But you have to talk about the intensity of Clay Kreiner. I mean, this guy is an absolute powerhouse.
Yeah, and how was that late shove it after time? You really never know what you're going to get with Clay. You just know you're going to get something crazy.
Yeah, it was that third run for him as well where he squeaked it all in there right at the buzzer. And speaking of the buzzer, how about Keefer? He was down and out, and then he gets into that fourth run and makes it all happen.
That's the cool thing about this format. You get 4 chances, 3 throwaways, and it's all about the best stuff that you can do. And Ronnie Gomez,
yeah,
man.
he started this thing off with us. I mean, him and Moto were the only 2 guys to put together a full run in that opening round.
Yeah, man, switch heel flip, frontside airs, kickflip indie, varial revert. Man, like such strong flip moves from Ronnie. It really is such a mission to judge this stuff. Just so many different things getting thrown down, different areas of the ramp, different types of skateboarding.
You know, and you got to give Lackey credit as well, starting off that run in rounds 2 and 3 with that bomb drop off the railing, the roll in there. But again, I mean, pick your highlight reel for Moto and Mitchie out here. So a lovely aerial shot here. Looking at beautiful downtown Brisbane and the iconic Suncorp Stadium. And what is that shining orb in the sky right there, Renton? The sun decided to make an appearance out here today on this Monday to allow us to get this event in the books. And it looks like the results are official. It's going to be Mitchie Brusco with the win in 2022. That 88 flat is going to hold up, and you are looking at your Skate Vert Nitro World Games champion here in 2022. It's Mitchie Brusco. Let's set it down now deckside with Caroline Buchanan, who's with Mitchie.
Congratulations. How does that feel?
Thank you. Thank you. It's been a long week, a lot of rain, a new ramp, very little practice, so I don't think anyone knew what to expect when this comp started.
You mentioned to me that one of the other athletes gave you some motivation mid-run. Can you share what that was?
Clay told me to make a good financial decision and make my 7. He yelled it while I was skating, and it helped.
Well, I think you've got a good financial decision with the win here today. Congratulations. I'm going to send it back to you guys.
Make a good financial decision and make the 7. That is absolutely awesome. So Clay Kreiner now adds another thing to his resume. He's a financial advisor mid-comp, Renton.
Oh, man, that's just a lesson for life, isn't it? Make that 7 right now.
What a comp that was right there. You know, what a week. I mean, Mitchie's been here for a while. He's been here for 2 weeks now. He came out earlier. He was out there at Gold Coast last weekend. He was a mentor and a judge there at the Junior World Games. Well, when it's all said and done, how about Reef Orlando finishing out in 4th place right there? You got Clay Kreiner in 5th. Luigi Cini from Brazil finishes out in 6th. But your podium here, Ronnie Gomez, Moto Shibata, and it's Mitchie Brusco walking out of here in 2022, your champion, Nitro World Games Skate Vert Final. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better comp right there. I mean, the action, it was a little bit of a rough go in that opening round, but the energy kept building. Guys started feeding off of one another once those runs started happening. But
well, it's just that atmosphere, you know, when your mates start making stuff and then you start making stuff. And it's just like everyone just wants to push skateboarding to where it's never been before. We got Reef doing all those no-handed airs and switch craziness from Ronnie. I mean, it just went down.
yeah, and again, a big shout out right there to Keefer as well. I mean, you could see the absolute frustration on that young man's face after that second and that third run, but then he comes back in round number 4 and puts one down. So hats off to him. But let's take a look once again at your champion here.
Kickflip Melon 5, that trick's difficulty cannot be understated. Run full of technical moves from Mitchie, Melon 5. The hardness of the tricks definitely wing today. And this switch backs to there into the 720, absolute hammer moves.
So that is a wrap for the Skate Vert Final here from Suncorp Stadium. Beautiful downtown Brisbane. Right now, we take you out of the booth and send you down to the floor to none other than Micah Krantz with our podium ceremony.
Brisbane, Australia. Can I get some noise for these amazing skate vert riders? Can you please give them a yell? How sick was that? Vert is alive, it is well, and it is part of the Nitro World Games. It's time to get our podium up and on here. In third place, how about a big round of applause for Ronnie Gomez? You're on the third guy. Yep, that's on. In second place, absolutely shredding this vert ramp. It was just so close between first and second. How about some noise for Moto Shibata? And our winner, making fine financial decisions. How about some noise for Mitchie Brusco? How about some noise for all 3 of our competitors this evening? We have one more award to give away. That is our Lego City Innovation, giving away the best trick, because Lego City loves to see innovation, and that is going to go to the Kickflip Melon 540. Give it up for Mitchie Brusco, also winning our Lego City Innovative trick of the event. Make some noise for our podium.
Mitchie Brusco walking out of here in top honors out here today and having a very, very great year. Did a varial flip McTwist in X Games Chiba to take best trick gold earlier this year. Walked out of X Games this year with a bronze medal in vert back in July. Got third in the vert alert contest, or vert attack if you will, back in Utah in August, and now he finds himself the Nitro World Games Skate Vert champion. Well, that is a wrap for us, Renton. It has been a pleasure to call the action with you here in the booth. Your final thoughts, sir, before we send you on your way?
Jimmy, thank you, Brisbane. Vert skating, what an amazing sport to do. Stoked for all the people to be here, stoked for the skaters, and I can't wait to see what's coming next.
Well, Renton Miller, everybody, he's heading off to Argentina, sir. Again, I'm going to shake your hand. Safe travels. It was an honor calling this action with you